Alright, I was having a little difficulty trying to decide who to review next, Wolverine or Punisher. I went with Punisher. Didn't want to have the light on, but since I'm kind of out of lighting, I'm just going to have the light from my camera on here. So this is 6th scale Punisher. This isn't the Sideshow exclusive, but still excited to have it. You can see the front picture wraps around both sides, which is cool. The top, Thor said Marvel, the top here you get Punisher. It's weird. You can kind of see it. There you go, in the light. Ah, noise. Same thing on the bottom. The back is, I think, the same picture. Yeah, same picture. So let's open this up and have a look at our kicks. So here you see it says The Punisher. Can you see that? You can't see that. You can kind of see it the way it catches the light, but it says The Punisher very lightly. Same thing on the other side. Up front, you get this very cool picture. Some sideshows have it, some don't. Thor didn't have this. And then when you open it up, there's foam. Very different packaging from Thor. And then inside, more foam. And the man, Frank Castle himself. He's wrapped in plastic with this layer of foam. If you were to take that out, you would see another layer of foam. But if you were to take that out, you would see, there we go. The back plastic clamshell, double-sided, holding all his accessories, 4 grenades, a gun, 2 knives, and hands. 1, 2, 3, 4 extra sets of hands, and his stand with the crotch grabber. Alright, so, unlike Thor, plain box, no comic paneling in there at all. It's fine by me. Put that off to the side. Put this off to the side. Oh, look, more accessories. Wrist pegs. Put this off to the side. Put this off to the side. Alright. He is completely wrapped in plastic. And we will slide that off. Oh, man. This guy immediately, get a look at him. He's ready for war. He is strapped. What can we see here? Good old Frank Castle. AKA the Punisher. I'm going to pause real quick so you don't have to listen to the noise of me popping all these out. Alright, I'm back. Oh my gosh. The accessories that come with this figure are out of control, man. I'm really, really digging this figure. Really, really digging it. Alright. One thing I'm going to say right out of the box is the face is very, very dusky. Reminds me, like, look at him. Very, very dark. Reminds me of Superman. How dark Superman's face was. Although he doesn't look so dirty, he looks more like weathered and sunburned. One thing I want to say right away is I really dig this. This face sculpt is amazing. I've seen some people do touch-up paint, but whether you want to go that route or not, this is still just a great face sculpt to have right out of the box. If you want to just keep it like this and put it on display, you would be totally fine. Now, looking at him, if we want to start up at the vest, where it loops over, he's got these rings here which move. You can only assume that you could hang things off here. That's pretty cool. His bulletproof vest on, with a pattern similar to what you saw when you open the box. Alright, now from under the vest, he's got guns here. 2 handguns, one on each side, with a magnet. That's so sick. And they are fully removable. Man, look at that revolver. That spins, and look at this thing, dude. This looks like it'll just blow you away. Focus on that, are we? Alright. And that spins. So that's pretty nice. You can put that. It came out of his holster there. And there's a magnet that holds it in. And he's got... It's an identical weapon. Let's see. Oh, I didn't notice this. What is this? I don't know why, but it appears as if this little piece down here moves as well. I could not identify this gun, so I don't know what that's for. I'm gonna pull out the other one and see if that was on the other side too. I did not see it, but since the guns seem to be identical, then seeing if you position it properly, it'll actually go right over that gun. Yeah, cool, same thing. So if you take the time when you put it in, just put that there. It'll hold this just fine. Now here at the belt, more magnets and pouches that don't seem to be removable, but what's inside the pouches are totally removable. Magazines. You can see the bullet in the top. Now all of his weapons are pretty cool because there's an extra level of paint detailing on there. They all have a little bit of this just silver just put across to make it look like there's been wear here. These are seeing some action. They've been dropped, they've been handled, slid in and out of the weapons. You get 2 of those. On that side. Oh, look, they even stick together. Don't stick to each other. This is cool. I love this level of detail. You can do so much with just the little itty bitty pieces. Over here, same thing. 2 more of those magazines. On the back, 2 big ones. And this is cool because you got so many guns. We can figure out where they go. So here, the belt. There's leg holsters on each side. You'll lift the hands. There's really no rhyme or reason to how I'm just diving into these accessories. I'm just so excited. You're kind of seeing this as I'm seeing this for the first time. Alright, so I'm trying to pull it out. Wiggle it just a little bit. There we go. Oh man, the last gun was big. This is a freaking hand cannon. Okay, so even though you have extra magazines, they don't seem to be removable. But the slide does work. Ooh. Comes forward and back so it can come all the way off. I feel like if you look at Sideshow and you look at Mezco, a lot of what they do is pretty similar. Because you can slide it back to about that point. I guess that's where the bullet would eject. Yeah, you can see the bullet if you look closely. You can see the bullet in there. Again, more of that silver. It's really easy. I have a bunch of cheap guns that I purchased online, and I can do a repaint to make them look pretty similar to this. And then you throw a little bit of that silver on there, give them that weathered look too. But, you know, again, Mezco, similar ideas with the slide, but you could remove the magazine on those, which is a cool idea, although a lot of people would lose them. One in the chamber. And can we finish? Now all of these are soft leather. These are cool. These are all soft leather pouches, stitched together very nicely with magnets on them. So if you ever wanted to maybe custom make your own pouches, you could by emulating what Sideshow does. And that comes down nicely and fits right over there. So with all the moving bits, as far as the accessories, if you want to make them look pristine, you can. Just get everything closed in the right place and it would look great. Now, it looks as if he has 2 belts. There's a belt here for his pants, and then this for his bat belt or whatever. All his accessories on there. So I don't feel like taking this off now. I do know in this scale, and sometimes in the smaller scales, you can take off the buckles. I definitely know you can take the buckles off with these, so you could remove this. You can remove the vest here. You can remove the vest by peeling back the Velcro there and getting in there and exposing the Punisher underneath and his turtleneck. Probably get into that in a minute. Alright, so that's just it for the outward accessories you see. What else? Now, other than those, you get extra pegs in a little baggie there. Some really sweet grenade accessories. He had, to focus, but he has 4 of these. You can see there's a pin on the side. And these are cool. You could probably click these wherever. Maybe even clip these up here if you wanted to. I don't know. Does anyone wear grenades? Is that safe? I don't know. I don't know if you would want to do that. It's a little harder because these aren't round. These are kind of flat. So it's a little bit of resistance. But you could if you... There you go. Hook a grenade on there. There you go. Now, like a crazy guy, he's got a grenade hanging on his vest. You got empty space in the back. He's got so many grenades if you wanted to. You could put grenades back there. Although, you know, you might end up sitting on one. Alright. Pants. Flaps do work. And that feels like an actual pocket. Kind of has something to stick in there. That is an actual pocket. That's cool. He's got one on each side, right? And I believe one in the front. Yep. Now what is this? This is a hairpin for my daughter. This is a very useful tool when I was putting Thor's cape back on. So yeah, all these pouches and things you see, they work on Punisher. The pockets on his pants, the pockets for his ammunition around his belt, they work. They're functional. That's really cool. If you wanted to have that level of detail, you could put something in there. That's just have him tucking something in there. That's really cool. These hands seem pretty long to me. All right, now let's get into, we went over the face. That's pretty much it. It's an all black aesthetic, so you're not really missing much in the way of like, ooh, look at that tailoring. It's all black. This is kind of just the lines down there. I don't know, it's a sweater. You get the patches on the back, a little higher than the elbows. The elbows are down here. These patches are up there. But let's not hate. You know? Again, with this removed, it is a collar that goes all the way up to the neck. Alright. This is all Velcroed on. Yeah, this little vest, people want to, in the secondary market, people go nuts asking for a price on this vest. You're looking at like $50, $60. Even when people custom make vests, they're still asking like, $40 for some of the most simple stuff, like your common little bulletproof vest with a Punisher symbol on there. So let's have a look at this and see what's really going on here. Because I looked into it. I'm like, how much do they want? Is it worth it? So let's look at the vest. There's this extra little padding back here. You can see that it looks like these straps. Okay, you can go under the straps, but they come around here to the front, these buckles. And these buckles here. These are Velcroed. They Velcro on there, and this can wrap around. So, I mean, this isn't anything too crazy. I see some that have, like, all kinds of accessories, like all kinds of things in the front for you to put accessories on. This is very nice, and this is kind of like, it feels soft and padded, but this is still pretty cool. And again, these clips are nice, but if you're thinking about building a custom Punisher, there's nothing too crazy about this vest. It's nice and simple. The best thing is just the way they did their Punisher is exceptional. The way this symbol looks on here is just really, really great. So, is it worth $50? I don't know if I would spend $50 on that if I was trying to build a whole figure. Now here, the harness feels like it's a soft leather. looking at it, I don't know, it feels like it may be uneven, but I don't know if that's just the way it's sitting. Dropping one of his cannons, or if that's just the way it's stitched. Alright, but Frank's got his little sloping shoulders here. Alright, the harness fits over there again. Feels like soft leather, feels very nice. Losing accessories, I'm not even going to pick it up because things are probably going to fall all over the place. But, you know, good on you once you go through the effort of getting imposed. Now, without the vest on, he's a little bit more narrow on the body. The pants seem to balloon out. His legs feel pretty thick. So when you look at it like this, the upper body seems a little bit bigger than the bottom, but I think it's just also, you know, the way the pants are made. Pants have that extra material. All right. So he just looks a lot skinnier in the upper body. I think it's because he was designed so that when you put the vest on, the vest would fill out that volume and he would look more proportional. But still. And also it looks like he gets really skinny down towards the boots. Alright, now real quick, I'm going to move into the rest of his accessories. His hands, his gun, his rifle, and then his knives. He gets so many accessories. So this is the rifle he comes with. This is an assault rifle. It's really cool. So you have these soft straps that go around the side and are connected to here. These buckles can come off, but this is great because you can sling this over his shoulder. And because, let's see, level of detail, how much are we? I'm wondering if this is adjustable. I guess you can adjust it like this and sling this over his shoulder. Right? Because I'm not sure if it would fit if you tried to take them both and put it over his shoulder like this. I think it might be too tight. You probably could. I'm not going to try it, but you probably could. If you were very careful, you could sling this over, but with everything else, I have a feeling you'd be knocking everything off. It's a nightmare. Now this does come out. This is pretty cool. You can see the bullet on top of the magazine. That comes out. That inserts. It's nice and snug. Alright, I'm sure you could fit this in his gun holding hand, no problem. Checking for any of the moving parts. And again, this is cool. You can build an armory for your Punisher real easy, man. Get some damn toys or some other brand, or even some cheap off-brand. I got this rifle here when I was initially planning to get in a Sideshow and I was thinking about getting Deadpool or Punisher. I got this rifle for like $6, something stupid cheap. Very similar paint job, maybe a little bit shinier. Yeah, you could just dull this up with some paint and then put a couple wear marks on here too. This thing actually came in pieces and it all just slid together. So this is a cool accessory. You can always accessorize your Punisher. You know, he comes with some great pieces, but you can always add more. Other than this rifle, his 4 handguns, which are a lot. His 1, 2, 3, 4 magazines for his handguns, and then 2 in the back for this rifle. He also comes with knives. Now this is cool because he's got a little clip so you can tell this is meant to sit on his belt, but this is for the back, and it's a serrated blade knife. Right. Really nice detail on there. I'll give you one of these jobs. And you can see the way it catches and reflects the light. That's really cool. With the metal clip, you can turn around, and you just know this was meant to go right here to fill in that void. He has an empty space in his back. And as I said, you could put grenades there, but it looks like, see, that happened here too. It looks like there's only the tiniest little speck of glue on there. So, while attempting to put this on there, this fell off, but I'm not really tripping on this. That's just a little bit of glue. But that also happened here on this knife. As soon as I opened the clamshell, the piece flew out and hit me in the head like it was trying to take me out. and they are metal. But this knife, which feels like it's plastic, is a little bit different, a little larger. Oh man, it feels like plastic, sounds like metal. I think it might be metal. Jeez. Sharp, pointy, flexolate very nicely. Handles bland, but of course that's fine. And once you have this in its sheath, I guess you could put this, maybe you were to tuck it there. You can't really fit it in a boot, but you could also fit this on his belt somewhere, in the front, in the back. So this is another cool accessory. But I'm not gonna cry. I'm not broken up about these coming off. Just a little bit of crazy glue and you'll be fine. Next, you're gonna use hands. He's got these two open hands, and man, dude, Shartimus Prime said these were big, and he's right. These hands look monstrous. Like catch a pimp slap from these and you're down. Look at these freaking hands. Look at these mitts on him. So he comes out with two open palms on him. Alright. He's got two fisted hands, which are nice. There is weathering here. See, this is looks like a Velcro strap that goes around the outside. The knuckles are like they have extra material. There's bumps here. A lot of different textures going on here. Colors there on the inside knuckle and here. And see how he's got the knuckle out. So, you know, you punch someone with your knuckle out like that and you're really going to do some damage. It's not just a regular closed fist. So that's on his right hand. The left hand is a regular closed fist. So that's nice. That's an extra little detail that you wouldn't know unless you held it in hand. I would think they were both just closed fists. But obviously with his right hand, he's trying to put you down for the count. Two very similar, almost identical, with like weapon holding hands for his guns. I say almost identical because I think it's just this finger's out slightly more, but same exact detail as the other gloves, just in a different position. Two hands, which you can assume are for holding something. From the way they look square, you can think these are for holding the knives. This one, I'm not sure. Maybe this would be for holding a gun too, except for the fact that the trigger finger is connected to the other finger, so I wouldn't really think you can squeeze a gun in there. Alright, and then lastly, the gripping hands, or very flexible fingers, so you can fit a lot of stuff in there, but they're slightly different shapes. These aren't identical. This one looks like it's rounded, like it's meant to specifically hold a grenade. You know, that fit in there real easy. So this hand just feels like it's meant to hold a grenade. Maybe this one too, but it might be a little bit looser. You know? But that's it for the Punisher. You know, as far as his just ridiculous amount of accessories. So real quick, I'm gonna run over articulation, and you can call this one done. So you're side to side on the head, right? Not really one much for looking up. Come on, work with me. All right. Doesn't really look up too much. But just like Thor, he looks down. Not as well as Thor, but he does look down. You get a little gappage in the back, but, you know, you're probably not going to see that depending on how you got your figure posed. If he's looking down like this from like a building top, you're not going to tell. Now, I'm not feeling anything down here. I don't think they bothered with articulation in the base of the neck like with Thor, because you're probably never going to use that bit, especially if he has the vest on. Shoulders go out really well, really far. No butterfly joint, which is cool. Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling one there. Now this, under the body, you can feel it. There is an upper bicep cut there. And the shoulder also rotates. So he's rotating here in the shoulder, here at the upper bicep. So goes around no problem. You just adjust there. So his body's got a lot of maneuverability. Looks like, I don't know, is this elbow is double jointed. This is a very cool body. This elbow is double jointed. So you have extra articulation, and you can obviously see he's black under here. So if I ever did replace this body, I'd probably use this for a ninja figure. Now, okay, these monster hands, Jesus. Each hand has a wrist peg, and this came out really easy, much easier than freaking Thor, his peg staying in. But yeah, see, you're not getting, because the way the wrist comes down, you're getting a little bit, but you're not going to have like the best wrist movement because this strap here goes over the wrist. All right, I'm not getting much in the way of, there it is, it's loosened up. So you get a little bit, I feel there's a little bit of a torso pull going in there, but it seems like the bottom of the shirt here doesn't really want to come out too much. But you get a little bit in the upper and a little bit in the lower, so you're gonna get better side to side movement for sure than you will front to back. But it feels like as it loosens up, it might get pretty good. His body seems pretty nice. All right, now move the camera down a little bit so we can focus on the lower parts. This wide. Okay, this body's actually pretty freaking amazing. Very flexible, very maneuverable for a 12-inch 1/6 scale figure. But you can get that wide with the split. So definitely get your karate kicks up there, although the leg doesn't want to stay. Got your typical Velcro. Yeah, typical Velcro. So the loose joints in the legs do not want to stay. But at least the pants aren't hindering it. This leg seems to want to stay much better. Not disappointing. There's the upper thigh swivel. The leg will come out. Damn, look at that leg, man. Look at that leg. I see this body on eBay. If you got this body, this is some movement to it. Definitely want to use this body for like a ninja figure. This would be a great custom body. Now the knees appear to be, I'm trying to feel it. Now it looks like you get only single jointed knees. Yeah. No, wait for it, Daddy. Nope, the knees are double jointed. There's joint 1, there's joint 2. So the knees are double jointed. Gives you 90. A little bit 90, a little bit more than 90. All right. Now these boots are one hard piece of plastic. They're not movable, and there's no cut here. If you've watched any reviews, then that is slightly it's very disappointing actually. So I've seen people replace the boots, and although the boots have amazing detail, you know, different. You get your laces. Again, the strap up here. This is a slightly more beige color than the rest of the boot, which is kind of a dirty white, grayish white, like dirty snow. The later white, a little bit more beige. This is dirty here. These straps have different texture, and then the boots. The boots have nice tread on the bottom. So for a figure with such great articulation, I mean, this figure really, really kills it in the articulation department. It kind of sucks that you're losing out on these skinny, narrow boots, which are really going to hurt posability. But again, you know, the one thing to look into when you're customizing. So I really, really love this figure. The things I'm looking at that I'm kind of like meh on, you know. The face, very, very dusky, very, very sunburned. Like, my man's been outside a lot, but I'm not going to hate. That's just the color they went with. So, you know, you can paint way better than me. Everyone at Sideshow. So, go for it, you know. Not super realistic, but again, you know, I'll take it. Super Plus is just all of the accessories, this soft leather here, you know, you get your awesome vest. The vest alone is just amazeballs. Just all the pouches, the fact that they open, they move, the magnets on the holsters, just the amount of holsters under the arm here. Even though the clips broke off, once I crazy glue these back on, the fact that the knife can go there, maybe put another knife here or here, I don't know, man. My man's got so many accessories. The leg holsters, the pockets that move, just everything about this figure is amazing when it comes to the outfit. Absolutely love the outfit and the soft goods. 10 out of 10 on the sweater underneath with the Punisher symbol, the dope Punisher symbol on the vest. Pockets, just absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. The gun, really nice rifle. That's great. That just takes it over the top. The knives, I think they're both made of metal. They're both made of metal. That's really cool. Don't stab anyone. But you know, once you get the glue back on, these are just great accessories. The fact that they can go anywhere. Some of the hands look a little big. And again, you lose out on the boots for me, but you can always customize those. Those are probably some of the easiest things to customize. Yeah, you go for the black and white, but you can probably find black gloves and black boots online, easy enough, and done deal. You can customize this. But all in all, freaking hell, amazing figure. Again, I got it a really good deal on it, so I don't mind putting a little bit extra. Maybe give this guy an M34 body. Some different hands, some different feet, you know, make him my own, and then he'll be exceptional. He'll go from a figure that's really good to a figure I absolutely love. So yeah, man, digging this. Oh, the base again, the thick base that you can't open and store. Again, these things are big enough, you could probably store, look at that, if you could open that up, you could totally store all of his weapons in there, maybe the extra hands. But plain base, doesn't look like asphalt or anything, it's just plain. But it's big enough, so if you want to get a decal or something, you can put the Punisher on there. And it is the crotch grabber, so you can raise that up if you want to get him his museum pose right there. Do that, give him a rifle, whatever, bada bing, bada bam, bada boom. I'm just gonna throw this guy on the shelf, move on to the next one. But love it. I love it. I have the DC figures, the Superman and Batman, because their costumes are so they're iconic, but they're very simplistic. You know, it's the onesie, maybe you have your chest symbol, your belts, then the gloves and boots. You get so much more with these figures. The Thor, the Punisher especially, there's just so much more you can do with the outfit that I just love it. Freaking love it. Ooh, and this body, oh god, you're like, what a great body. You know, Punisher's not the most agile character, but this body is freaking amazing. I'll probably swap it out and use this body for something else. So even the body's got me like, yes. Love it. So on this tour, 2 sideshows open, 2 sideshows absolutely in love with. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for whatever wackiness I'm going to get up to next with these figures. Before I go, accessories, all the way at the end of the video, because, you know, it's a military thing. You can get a cheap $20 figure from, like, where did I get this from like Italy or something, and more weapons, you know. Look at this, you know, I got a whole armory for Punisher, just off little cheapo side weapons. SMG, another rifle, what else is in here? The little rinky-dink looking canteen that if you have more skill than me, you can paint. Little walkie-talkie action you can be picking up from a body. Some, like, nowhere near as well detailed black gloves, but this is all from like some cheap $20 figure I picked up with an absolute horrible body, but I totally stripped him naked and stole all of his accessories. I know you thought I was letting you go. He came with knee pads. that figure actually came with like hard plastic holsters. So if you do decide to get this figure, you can always upgrade the crap out of him with by investing in a cheap little $20 figure. He had a helmet. Not that this even fit on Frank's head on it. You look so silly, Frank. I'll take that off. He's so mad at me right now. And he even came with these cheap looking little flash grenades. Smoke yellow. And smoke yellow, even though this one's not yellow. But okay, now I'm done for real. Thank you guys very much. Have a good night.